I was working at Morning Joe. So I was racking up all these overtime hours. They gave me a promotion, which meant a higher role, but the pay scale was lower. And so I had to make a decision on whether or not I was going to take the role for less money. And it was a tough spot because I knew that I had gone above and beyond the role that they were giving me, and I didn't want to accept less money. And that was a turning point for me because here I am, a minority Latina, who had been working really hard, really grateful for the opportunities that she's been given. But what do I do? My biggest problem that I have always struggled with is the imposter syndrome. And the imposter syndrome is that voice that tells you that you're not worthy, that you haven't earned it, that you don't deserve the seat at the table. And being undocumented and growing up in a small town of Ohio, I heard that voice all the time. So it was a tough situation because I was so grateful for just the opportunity to be there. And I had worked so hard, and I really had to train my brain to start thinking about this opportunity as a way to advocate for myself, because studies show that young women earn less than their male counterparts starting out, and they rarely catch up. It goes to show you, when you go to the negotiating table and you're negotiating for yourself and you're advocating for yourself, it's not just about you. You have to train your brain to work on negating the imposter syndrome from day one. Because by the time you get to the negotiating table, you're bringing all of that self-doubt on your forehead, and it's too late. I came super prepared to the negotiating table. It wasn't an immediate yes, but I didn't get discouraged. I think often we become so dissuaded by the no's that we immediately turn out, and then we don't know what to do with ourselves, and then we either move jobs or just don't go back because we're afraid of getting a no again. The key for young people to understand is that don't take no as end-all be-all. It's all about a constant conversation. You're never going to get yes, or rarely get yes, the first time. I actually sat down with my boss and I said, well, what can I work on? What is it that I'm missing? And so for me, it was going back continuously, knowing what it was that I needed to work on, and then coming back armed, prepared, and very specific details on how I contributed, what things that I do differently, and why I deserved and earned the raise this time. And a lot of people don't tell you this, but when you come into the workplace, you're told that you need to be scrappy, that you have to work the long hours. But inevitably, 2 or 3 years in, we get stuck. There are very clear indicators on what you should be doing the moment you walk in the door to really create a robust professional brand, to really resonate with the people around you, create the relationship of allies and networks that are going to make it easier for you to advocate for yourself and negotiate when it comes time to get to the negotiating room. When you advocate for yourself effectively and you're finally given the worth that lines up with the work you're doing, it becomes incredibly empowering with the sense of what you can do with it. I found out that this isn't just my story, and that a lot of young people work hard and are scrappy and put themselves out there, but don't know necessarily how to combat that imposter syndrome, or they don't know how to flip the switch and actually ask for what they're worth. And this is why Earn It, the book that I collaborated with Mika, is so important, because young women and men have to work hard at the beginning and have to show that they're scrappy, but it's really important to get back what you're worth. And it starts from the moment you walk in the door.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.